We are at the Long Lake trailhead for the Northville Placid Trail. I think we're gonna try to head to Kelley's Point. There's no deer flies today, which is wonderful. I think that part of the season is over. We reached this stream, super beautiful. Northville Placid Trail. Those of you who don't know what that is, 135-mile trail from Northville all the way up to Lake Placid. This part is actually pretty steep down. We've been going down pretty steady, a few uphill areas, but mostly down. So note, a sign right there, the arrow points this way. The trail actually goes that way, but it really does look like it goes that way. So easy mistake, man. There's a campsite in there. Actually like a nice, very nice fire pit. And it's right on the lake. So this one is a good one. And lots of space for tents kind of up in there. But yeah, here's the fire ring. We get to cross. The obstacle is not water, it's rocks. So it rained last night, so all these rocks are wet and deceivingly slippery. There's another sign for a campsite. It's kind of out in there. Another really nice one in the trees right on the lake. But then, we'll go by it in a second, but there's a shelter right here. There's that shelter. It's up on the hill. No, not next to any water, but looks really nice. It's clean, solid. That would be a cool place to camp. We just passed two people who are out here doing trail maintenance with axes and scissors, the big scissors, clippers. So yeah, thank you for that. Like, it's not too bad. It's not super overgrown, but every little bit helps out here for sure. We're over 2 miles in, about 2.3. So probably about 2-ish to go. I have questions about that sign at the beginning being accurate. I don't think it's 4.8. A river crossing. Not really. It's a stream. You see Long Lake out there. I think we continue going kind of up through here and then we'll come back out by the lake. All right, so here's another campsite in here. So this actually might be a good spot for us to come back to if the shelters are full. But here's where you come out closer to the lake. We're gonna walk along here for a little bit and then we'll go back in. Got another crossing here. These rocks are pretty treacherous. All right, we're at 3 miles, over 3 miles, almost 3.5. So not much farther. We're at this crossing. We're right at 4 miles. Lean to the left. I don't see anybody. So we might have gotten really lucky. Okay, so here's shelter number 1. Shelter, huge fire pit, which is absolutely fantastic. The lake, oh, it's beautiful. And then we have another one, shelter right here. There's a second shelter. Or somebody cached water. Yeah, shelter, another fire ring. And then you have a lookout point there with the lake. We decided to go with shelter number 2, which is this right here. But what's cool about this site is that you have this path out here. And it goes out to this little rock that comes out. You see I put my chair down already, but beautiful view. And there's a nice breeze, so the bugs are gonna be minimal. So yeah, great. 4.3 miles approximately. So it was not what the sign said, 4.8. No, it wasn't that. Sophia already found the spot and I didn't even have to show it to her. The tent set up on this cool ledge here. You see the shelter and fire pit off in there. And then we're at the top of the stairs. Like here you can really see the stairs. So you have like a bay right here and a beach, and then it goes up some steps. And then you go up in there, and our tent is at the top of those stairs. This is the life, let me tell you. Beautiful day. We went swimming. Oh, it's wonderful. The water is warm. You can't say that for New York very often. There's a trail that keeps going along the shoreline. Let's see if we can go to these other beaches. Somebody put a fire ring right up against this rock. That's kind of a cool idea. And places for a tent in here too. Fire ring here. So yeah, this will be, it's grassy, but you can camp here too. And there's a beautiful beach. Sandy beach. Lots of places to explore at this campsite. Oh, look at this. Oh, this is beautiful. Interesting. It's not on the trail though. So this is a boat, probably a boat site. A fire ring right on the, and then you have, yeah, it's actually an established campsite, so picnic table of sorts. So looking back, where we were sitting in our chairs is right there. Sophia decided she really likes the sand, so we're just hanging out. Apparently we're making sand angels. I can't get the girl off the beach. So we forgot something, but we are not going to tell you guys what that is because it's a little embarrassing, because after the last trip, we literally unpacked everything, cleaned everything up, and put it right back together for the next trip, which was this weekend. We went 2 weekends ago. Not that long ago, but yeah, something didn't make it back into the bag. So we are going to have to get creative this evening. This is one of my favorite campsites, I think, ever. Second time here, and it's great. So highly recommend if you're camping along Long Lake. This one's a good one. It's very warm in here for some reason. I think we're both tired, right? It was a good day.
I'm a burrito.
Burrito. Yeah, I don't know how she's wrapped up in her quilt. I'm dying. Good night. Good morning. It is like 5:30. The sun comes up really early this far north, even in August. June, it's even worse. It's like almost 4:30 when the light starts to come out. So doing our last checks. She's gonna go check over by the tent area, make sure we don't drop anything. Here's the shelter, all cleaned out. Very wonderful, great site. Hopefully sometime soon I'll be able to do the whole North Hill Plaza Trail, or at least the entire part of this section. So the people yesterday we saw that were doing trail maintenance, they went and put all these sticks across these really bad muddy places. So cool, so thankful for that. We also noticed they've used an axe to kind of chop down some of the branches that were across the trail. And a few of the logs, a couple of them, they didn't get all the way through them. So they're still there, but it's a work in progress. But yeah, so thankful. This morning we didn't have to do 2 reroutes because of them. So very, very, very thankful for the 2 people that were doing that yesterday. My daughter has finally gained her confidence with this backpacking hiking thing, because she just took off, like not scared to get kind of away from me now. So that's so cool. Just this whole trip has been a vast improvement from the last one in terms of her confidence and her abilities to do stuff independently. One of my daughter's fears or hesitations for hiking, backpacking comes from like 4 years ago. She broke her arm on a trail on a hike, and that was pretty scary, pretty traumatic for her, not for me. It was fine for me, but for her it was pretty traumatic. And so she's always been kind of afraid it was going to happen again. But I'm seeing her get past that, so that's cool. It's not videoing very much, and I probably won't between now and the truck, just because this trail is predominantly in the green tunnel, and it is a repeat of yesterday. We're back up to the road. We did it. 4.3 miles coming back out. So it's about the same as going in, even with some of the different detours. But yeah, overall great trip. No deer flies, lots of mosquitoes, not as many battle scars, and somebody's a lot more confident doing this. So we had a much better time this time. Fantastic. Highly recommend. I already said earlier in the video that this is my favorite campsite in all of the Adirondacks, easily. So of course I'm going to recommend it because that's what I do. Yeah, very few that I don't recommend because I don't usually do hikes that I don't want to do. We're going to go to Stewart for snacks, of course.
We always do.
See you later. Bye.